One of the reasons you might want to study flies is that human beings have wondered for centuries what the point of them was. They've always seemed like they're just kind of trivial, negligible, empty anomalies. And it seemed to me to be odd when human beings seem so alive, actually, to how every organism seems to have its place in a religious framework. Every animal has its place, but in that framework, flies were always a mystery for a lot of people. What are flies for? And I think in a certain way we're still asking that. And the funny thing is, when we ask that question, the fly seems like us, because we also wonder what we're for. We've often wondered, in particular, about mosquitoes, and wondered whether the world would be any worse off without mosquitoes. It looks to us like the several million people who die every year as a result of malaria would certainly be better off. But maybe mosquitoes do have an important function. Maybe what mosquitoes are for is to make large tracts of the earth uninhabitable or unattractive to humans, is to keep us out. Which, the more we think about it nowadays, seems like a pretty good reason for an organism like that to be around.
Ants and humans have one thing in common, that both ants and humans use networks of interaction to regulate their behavior. In an ant colony, there's no central control, there's no one in charge, nobody directing the behavior of other ants. And ants use the pattern or the rate of interaction to decide what to do. So when one ant meets another, it smells the other ant, it knows what kind of ant that is, and an ant uses the rate at which it meets other ants to decide what to do. And there's an analogy between that and human networks like Twitter, where people use the pattern of contact, and what they say isn't as important as the fact that they're meeting. Most ants reproduce in a mating flight where all of the reproductives, the winged ants, go out and fly and mate, and then the males die and the queens go off and start new colonies. And in the harvester ants that I study, the queens live for about 25 years, and using the sperm that they get at that original mating session, they go on producing ants year after year for 25 years. So they're able to store sperm and keep it alive for a very long time.